Before we begin, I'd like to explain why this video got uploaded later than usual. Firstly, Saturday is usually movie night and the race ended right before movie night started, as you're going to see why. And there's also the fact that I can't wake certain people up at nighttime whenever I play my games, as the noise usually bothers them. Yeah, don't ask. So that's why this video got delayed, because I needed the game footage for the race review itself, and because it got pushed back in favor of movie night, I had to choose between movie night and doing a race review. But anyways, now that I'm getting this race review done, let's move on to the video. Greetings, NASCAR enjoyers, and welcome to this week's Xfinity Series race at Atlanta. Our race goes underway and Jesse Love leads for the second time this year. Austin also happens to be pushing him. Just don't let him win, for goodness sake. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Austin Hill, as you haven't already known. It seems that Jesse would have this race in the bag until Sam Mayer catches up to him. Jeremy Clements would nearly wreck out Jeb Burton, and Dean Thompson is also starting to have issues. Then all of a sudden, Ryan Sieg spins out and causes the first caution of the day. This is what I call a domino effect. Because of that, Ryan and Dean both have to go to the pits. I also forgot to mention that Eric is back for this race, but in a different car this time around. Yeah, he's driving the number 19 instead of the number 20, because the number 19 is now a part-time entry. Brandon Jones also decided to pit in under caution. Our first caution of the day ends, and the two RCR cars, including Austin Hill, decide to choose both lanes. A first for the Xfinity Series. Well, a first for the Xfinity Series this year, not entirely. Christian Eckes, of all drivers, start catching up to the dynamic duo of Xfinity RCR cars. When I saw Austin Hill in the lead, I started booing him. Yeah, I do not like him. He is, as you can already tell, he is one of my most hated NASCAR drivers aside from Corey LaJoie and, of course, Carson Hocevar, who I do not want to see win the Cup Series Atlanta race, because if he does, well, I have to refrain from breaking stuff if he wins, but I will not be a happy camper. Even Christian tried to catch up. The two RCR cars... Yeah, even though Christian tried to catch up, the two RCR cars were still bad fast on the super speedways. Even if said super speedway is an intermediate track built like one. Austin kept hanging on to his lead like there's no tomorrow. Meanwhile in the back, Christian Eckes attempts to wreck out Sheldon Creed. While Austin Hill was leading, I was rooting for Sam Mayer, because I really wanted him to win. I wanted him to be the one to win the race. Yeah, Sam Mayer, not Austin Hill. Nick Sanchez also had damage done to his car, and the hood tried to pop up on its own. As expected, Austin Hill won the first stage, and Sam Mayer was so close to getting past Jesse Love, but never could. Hopefully he'll have a second chance in the second stage of the race itself. During the stage caution, we get our second set of pit stops where, yep, you guessed it, Austin Hill wins the race off pit road again. This time around, Sam Mayer takes the second row and Jesse Love isn't here to block him. Or is he? No, he isn't, as Sheldon Creed pushes him. However, Sam falls back despite the push, and we now see Sammy Smith in third place. Yeah, the 8. Despite Sam's attempt, Austin still manages to hang on to his lead. Really? Come on already. Can you please stop blocking other drivers for 5 minutes? Yeah. I'm referencing the Shrek meme, by the way, because every time I see a Super Speedway Xfinity race, Austin Hill has to freaking block other drivers. And it is getting really annoying, to be honest. Like, I do not like him at all. Especially after he wrecked Cole Custer out in last year's Charlotte race and gave Shane Van Gisbergen the finger. And if you try to if you try to sour some of my favorite drivers, then you are not going to be a good egg. Yeah, you are not going to be a driver who I would root for all the time, because when you try to sour some of my favorite drivers, you're the black sheep. However, where were we? However, Sam falls back despite the push, and we now see Sammy Smith in third place. Despite Sam's attempt, Austin Hill still manages to hang on to his lead, and then by sheer luck, Jesse gets past his own teammate by a crazy maneuver. Austin retaliates by making a pass. Whoop-de-frickin-do. Justin Allgaier, who has Ross Chastain's sponsor, attempts to make a pass, only for him to fall back. Come on, man, like, ugh. Whenever I see Austin Hill in the lead, I usually get very furious. I know it's going to trigger a lot of Austin Hill fans, but it is what it is. Like, well, that is until he finds drafting partners. Sam Mayer attempted to pass Austin Hill until Austin decided to block again and won the second stage. All of the leading drivers decide to pit in for the third time in this race, and Austin wins again despite stalling for a bit. I was hopeful for a bit that he'll lose. After the third and final stage goes underway, Justin finally challenges Austin Hill for once. Yay! And I was rooting for Justin, by the way. Austin then throws the block and tries his absolute best to win the race. He kept hanging on to his lead until the caution came out. CJ McLaughlin, no relation to Scotty Mack, by the way, causes the caution as there was damage done to his car, and his pit crew tries their best to fix it. The caution ends and Sam Mayer jumps past Nick Sanchez, but still falls behind Austin Hill. Come on, man. And then all of a sudden, the caution comes out, and Jeremy Clements and Taylor Gray both end up in it. Connor Zillage just barely managed to avoid it. Connor is one of the few drivers to pit in under caution. The caution ends, and Austin Hill starts leading again. For the billionth time. Then another caution comes out and Brandon Jones blows a tire. Mason Maggio also wrecks out. Brandon even has a bit of trouble on pit road, however, he's still in the race. Thank goodness for that. Even after coming out, another tire decides to get up. This forces Brandon to go into the pits again. The sixth caution of the day ends, and Austin, by no big surprise, leads. Another caution comes out, and Sam Mayer ends up in the wreck alongside Anthony Alfredo. And guess who causes it? Yep, it's Nick Sanchez. I felt bad for Sam Mayer being in this wreck as I was rooting for him to win. Sam Mayer is now out of the race. Connor Zillage got some damage despite barely managing to avoid the wreck. He pits in for repairs and to change tires. The caution ends, and Justin yeets behind Austin Hill, but doesn't pass him. Of course. And then another caution comes out as Sammy Smith got part of Carzillage's car in front of him. Justin Allgaier chooses the front row when the caution is about to end and finally gets past Austin Hill until he loses the lead. Of course. And then chaos comes down with several drivers wrecking out. Yeah, Austin Hill's win is what killed this race for me. That and the final lap wreck. I so wanted Justin to win the race. This race gets another 7 out of 10 as having one of my least favorite Xfinity drivers. Always kills any excitement for me. Justin had this win in the books, man. But anyways, I'm going to sign off. I have the link to another Austin Hill win if you want to see it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on the latest Racer Cinema Productions videos. Although, to people who are already to people who are already subscribed to my channel, all you have to do is like and comment. Let's hope that the Cup Series race is better than this crap show. Catch you guys next time, and peace out. I'm going to head off.